You know, it feels like we've all been handed this incredible new thing, artificial intelligence. And honestly, it's a bit like someone just gave us fire for the very first time. It is brimming with power, just full of potential. But man, it can also be wild and unpredictable. To really master it, we have to learn how to talk to it, how to shape that flame into something truly useful instead of just, watching it burn everything down.
We have all been there, right? You ask your AI for a little help. And what you get back is, well, it's less than helpful. It's generic, it's vague, or sometimes it's just plain wrong. It can feel like you're trying to get a straight answer from a confusing oracle that only speaks in riddles, when what you really need is a sharp, focused assistant. The good news? The problem probably isn't the AI. It's how we're asking.
And this slide right here says it all. I mean, look, on the left, you just toss in a vague idea like, tell me about dogs, and you get this long, rambling mess back. But on the right, you give it clear, specific instructions, and what you get back is targeted and genuinely valuable. It's the oldest rule in computing, and it has never been more true. Garbage in, garbage out. But the flip side is also true. Gold in, gold out.
So how do we make sure we get that gold every single time? Well, the great news is you don't need to learn how to code. You just need to get better at the art of conversation. You get to be the director, the guide for all of the AI's incredible power. This skill actually has a name, and it is the key to unlocking absolutely everything. That skill is called prompt engineering. And please, don't let the word engineering scare you off. All it really means is the craft of giving super clear instructions. It's all about choosing your words carefully to steer the AI exactly where you want it to go, turning that wild magic into a predictable, powerful tool that you control.
I just love this quote from Ethan Mollick because it hits the nail on the head. You're not just chatting with a bot. You are literally programming a machine with your words. Every single phrase, every detail you add, it's like a line of code that tells the AI exactly what to build for you. That is a seriously powerful idea.
So if we're programming with words, what does that program actually look like? Well, it turns out there's a pretty simple playbook, a set of core parts you can use every single time to build incredibly effective instructions. Let's break it down.
A really great prompt is so much more than just a simple question. Think of it like a recipe with 4 key ingredients. First, you give the AI a role, telling it who to be. Then you provide the context, which is all the background info it needs. Third, you give it a very clear task, the specific action you want it to take. And finally, you define the format, telling it exactly how you want that answer to look.
Now watch this, because this is where the magic happens. See how these pieces come together? You are a travel guide. Boom, that's the role. Specializing in budget trips, there's your context. Create a 3-day itinerary, that's the crystal clear task. And, as a bulleted list with costs, defines the format. Just like that, you've programmed the AI to be a specialized expert that delivers exactly what you need. Okay, so once you've gotten a hang of that basic playbook, you can level up to something even more powerful. This is where we go from just giving the AI instructions to actually teaching it how to reason through a problem on its own. This next technique is called chain of thought prompting, and it's designed to do one thing: untangle a really complex, knotty problem into a clear, logical chain of steps. So instead of just asking the AI to jump straight to the answer, you're asking it to think things through, which, as you can imagine, dramatically improves its accuracy on anything that involves logic or reasoning. And the difference is just incredible. A standard prompt just asks for the answer, and the AI might rush it and make a mistake. But by adding one simple phrase, "Let's think step by step," you actually force it to slow down and show its work. This transparency doesn't just help you trust the answer, it actually makes the AI far more likely to get it right in the first place. So why are we spending all this time learning how to talk to a machine? Because this isn't just some neat trick. In the world we live in now, which is changing so fast, mastering this skill is becoming a genuine career superpower. It's about learning how to work with this transformative technology, not against it. Think of prompt engineering as your own inner GPS for your career. When a new technology shows up, that new fire, you aren't afraid of getting burned. You have the tools to get close, to understand it, and to adapt. It gives you the power to recalculate your career path at any moment, using these new tools without worrying about all the training you've had in the past. It is the ultimate skill for navigating what's next.
And hey, if you think this is just a nice-to-have skill, the market would strongly disagree.
Grandview Research projects that the global market for this one skill is about to explode, reaching this number by 2030. That's over $2 billion.
I mean, just look at that growth. We're talking about a nearly 10 times increase in just 7 years. This isn't a niche hobby anymore. It is becoming a fundamental professional skill with massive and rapidly growing demand. Learning this is a direct investment in your own future.
And look, this isn't a skill that's just for some new job called a prompt engineer. Think about what you do. Are you a developer, a marketer, a teacher? It doesn't matter what your field is. This skill acts as a force multiplier, making you better, faster, and more valuable at what you already do.
Okay, we have covered a ton of ground here. We've gone from just the spark of an idea to a full-on strategy for taming this new technological flame. So let's just recap the most important points to remember.
So if you remember anything from our chat today, make it these 4 things. First, specificity is your absolute superpower. Second, always use the full playbook: role, context, task, and format. Third, for those really tricky problems, don't just ask for an answer. Teach the AI how to think step by step. And finally, please note, this isn't just a trend. It's a foundational skill for the future of work.
At the end of the day, AI is here, and it's every bit as transformative as the discovery of fire. And you really have a choice. You can either be overwhelmed by it, or you can learn to harness it. The choice is whether you want to be the architect of this new era, using this amazing tool to build incredible things, or just get swept away by it. The power to decide is in your words.